A museum curator is arranged 7 paintings. M P R S T V W. The paintings will be arranged horizontal row of 7 positions, with the first position being closest to the entrance and the 7th being furthest from the entrance. The arrangement is subject to the following constraints. So this is going to be what you consider 7. So I'm going to put the number 7. The first condition is going to tell us that T must be closer to the entrance than W. So basically what that's telling me that since there's 2 entrances, T is either going to be closer to the first or last than W. So let me go and look for that real quickly right now, where W is closer to the entrance. W and T should be matching up, so that's not okay. Second condition, the R must be closer to the entrance than M. So I guess we're gonna do this again. R with exactly 1 other painting between them. So what that means is that we need to keep in mind that R and M are gonna have what you considered 1 painting between them, and we don't know which that 1 painting is. So let's go and look for that right now, where R is closest to the entrance, and also that there's 1 painting in between. So I'm just closer. Let's get rid of that one right now. R is closer. Actually, they seem to be at the same. Let's go ahead and get rid of this right now too as well. So R is definitely closer. It's not close. So let's go ahead and see if we read this right. The R must be closer to the entrance than the M. So R is closer to the entrance than M. Oh, the entrance to M. So keep in mind, the closer to the entrance, keep it the first, and the what you consider the furthest way is going to be the 7th. So let's go ahead and do this really quickly if we could, and you'll see how quickly this is the way I'm doing it. So T needs to be closer to the door than W. So let's look for W where it's closer than T, and here is the same. So let's go. We'll consider T must be closer to the entrance. So basically so W cannot be before T then. So here's W before T. So get rid of choice B. Now it's saying that R must be closer to the entrance than M. So we'll look for M where it's closer. M's close to the entrance here, so get rid of choice A. Let's see if we can continue on with the third condition now. The P and the S must be next to each other. So if I could, let me go ahead and go P and S. And let me see where they are not next to each other. So they're not next to each other here, so get rid of choice D. And from here, just to make sure that the conditions are professional, we have T, W, T, R closer to the entrance than M. Exactly 1 space in between R and M, and also with P and S being in a position that they have to be close to each other. Do the rainbow, not a problem. So the last condition is going to state that if B is not in the 3rd position, so that's going to be kind of interesting to put down. So basically what that one's telling us, so if V3 is not, it must be in the 4th position, so V must be in the 4th position. So if V is not in the 3rd position, V must be in the 4th position. And let me make sure that I got my crossing out. I like to do my crossouts in red sometimes just because it signifies the difference between it being removed. So now we're going to have what we considered a game board here. So let's make sure that 4th condition can get rid of one of these choices here. So if B is not 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 here, so that's good. 1, 2. It could be 2. So let's see. Then it must be in the 4th position. So if V's not 3rd, it must be in the 4th. So basically, let's choose choice C. Kind of makes it C. So we're gonna go choose C, and the answer for this one's gonna be C. RTMBWSP. Really important. Whenever you get the correct answer, go ahead and copy it down on the game board, because one thing you're gonna find out is that this piece right here that you're copying down is going to work for the remainders of the questions, and it's going to help out when you want to refer to a new world or come back to a world that has one of these answers to it. Question 18, if T is in the 7th position, so T is going to be here, they're asking us right now, which one could the following T can be? So S is in the 7th position, so we're gonna put a game board where S is gonna be the 7th position, and I'm gonna try to be quick about it by putting S in 3 worlds. Now, keep in mind that I'm gonna choose these game boards that's gonna kind of be equivalent to the first world. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use the first world real quickly and go ahead and rotate this one right now and see if I can answer this question. And this one's gonna be which of the following could be the position. So it's kind of like could be true. So T is in the 2nd position. That actually could be true right off the bat. Let's go see. And the reason why I say this is because you look at this game board right here. T's in the 2nd position, and all you have to do is just flip these two right here, kind of like a rainbow that switches or a coin flip to the side. And these two can trade places, and everything's still being ranged. So go ahead and choose this answer since we already see it. And we got that one correct. Moving on. If the P is in the 5th position, which one of the following must be true? So we're going to put P here. And I'm going to try to be quick about it and put S next to it, but I can't put S where you consider it all on the right sides because that would kind of be one-sided. So I created what you consider 2 worlds right now, where I have S on top, S at the bottom. If I need more, I'll put another one. So let me go ahead and fill this in as quickly as possible. I'm going to put W here. I'm going to put V here. Now I'm going to do this little coin mirror. And for those of you that don't know what a coin mirror is, I'm going to go ahead and write it down. So where you just kind of like, I came up with this phrase. You're just going to grab the pieces on top and just kind of do it like what you consider a mirror flip. And with the mirror, you're just gonna flip it at the top one to the bottom just to mirror it. And also you can do it with the bottom ones too as well, as you can reflect it. So for this game board right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the variables. So I'm gonna put considered SPs right here right now. So I'm gonna put VW. And let me use my coin mirror to put in R T M. And with the coin mirror, it's kind of quick and accurate. So let's see if we can go ahead and answer some of these questions. Which of the following could be true? M is in the 4th position. We see it not. So remove it. R is in the 2nd. C not. S is in the 6th. I do see it right here in the 6th, so go ahead and choose that for right now. And the reason why I say I choose that, because if you look at that world that we created in the first one, this is going to be the 6 after the line. The line separates 5 and 6, and you see 6 right here. For guys that don't see it, I'm going to go ahead and circle it. And you see that S is in the 6th position, and this must be true, so we do see it right now. And the 6, we'll go ahead and choose it. Answer C, the S is in the 6th position. Question 20, anyone could be in the 3rd position, except I don't like answering these questions. I like to skip these ones, come back, because we don't have enough we consider worlds to answer this question. Right now it's asking which for this position right here for this could be considered number 3. So I'll go ahead and put the number in if you guys don't see it. Number 3. They're asking which one could not be. We already see it's so go ahead and remove that. According to the rules, R space and T has to be closer to W, the door, and then R has to be closer than So R and M have to be closer. So right away, that tells me right now that if I can visually input it, R, put a 1 space here, number 1. And then I'm gonna put W because of the rule says that R has to be closer than and there has to be 1 space. So that 1 space could be honestly the letter T. And then that 4th spot could be W. The reason why W can't be in the 3rd spot because of there has to be 1 spot, and also W can't be before T. So that kind of forces W not to be in the third, number 3. So let's go ahead and choose W. Got the answer E. W. Question 21. If the R and M are between both T and W, which one of the following could be true? For us to be able to answer this question, we need to come up with a world that has this information, as you can see, like the data in place. So for this, I'm going to create this world right here, and let me go ahead and put a number it so it looks more organized. Now that we have this organized, let's go ahead and answer this question properly. They want to know which of the following could be true. So if it's true, just go ahead and just pick it right off. If it's not, don't choose it. The P is in the 5th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do see it. If you guys don't are having difficulty seeing it, I'm gonna go ahead and circle it for you. If you see it's in the 5th position, if you count, P will be in the 5th. So go ahead and choose that one right now. Answer: the P is in the 5th position. Question 22. If there's like one painting between T and W, which one of the following must be true? So this one is a must be true question. So this one, I'm going to create a world where there's one painting between T and W, which you see right here with the R in between it. And right now, let's just go through choices. M's in the 7th position. That is what you see could be true. Let's see if it must be true. Let's go ahead and verify that information. Make sure that what you considered, no other information, it's going to be able to be established. So with that being said, we can actually see what you consider a opportunity for the letter M to be in the 6th position, and you can kind of tell from there that it doesn't have to be necessarily must be true, because in the second world created it, it's in the 6th position. So let me go ahead and organize this real quickly. And now that we created a second world, we kind of see that that's not necessarily must be true, because it could be in the we consider 6. Go ahead and remove that one. P's in the 1st position. That can actually be rotated, because if you look at this game board right here, technically P and S can go ahead and rotate, and they have the ability that S in the 1st and P is in the 2nd. So go ahead and remove that one too. R is in the 4th position. You see, is the 1st one. It's in the 5th. So go ahead and remove that. T is in the 2nd position. T is not going to be 2nd. V is in the 3rd position. We see that is actually true across both worlds, and I'm going to go and circle it. That V is in the 3rd position. So that's kind of like a must be true, because it's true in both worlds. So let's go ahead and choose that. And answer E. The V is in the 3rd position. Last question, 23. If T is next to V, which one of the following is a pair of paintings in which one mentioned first must be closer to the entrance than the one mentioned second? So if V is next to T, so in this world, V is next to T, so we can use this world right here, them circling, and I guess we're going to use that world right now at this moment. So it's asking, out of these two pairs right now, the first one must be close to the answer to the second one. Let's go ahead and create 2 worlds where we're going to see that T is next to V. And these 2 worlds we have right now that we created, T is next to V, And this is going to be for the question 23. This could be the last question here. And with that being said, I'm going to go through these answers one at a time. So make sure we get it correct though. So P is close to S. Technically, you know, S and P can be switched out. And then S can be close to the answer, so take that away. R and W. Technically, R and W. R is closer. R is closer. So yeah, that must be true. T and V. With T and V, V is actually closer, so no. Go ahead and remove that. V and T. B and T, no. We see the R and W are actually closer. WR. WR. We don't see W. We see RW. That's more specific. RW. So let's go and choose RW. And let's do a process elimination to make sure we get it correct. And answer B, the R and W. So that was going to be for the fourth game set. Let's see how well we did with the fourth game. And we got all the questions correct. If this video helped you out, please subscribe so I continue making more.